Hi, welcome to Find Your Flow Yoga. I am Sarah and I am making these videos for Edge Yoga School's 6 Mindful Weeks course. They're delving into Ayurveda and the 3 doshas, and so today we are focusing on the Pitta dosha. The Pitta dosha is a mix of the elements of fire and water, and so someone that resonates with Pitta is someone that is constantly on the move. They could be very organized and just kind of want to get a lot of things done, and so doing that a lot can lead to burnout, and so a good way to balance that is to cool down and slow down and be more mindful in our day and what we're doing. And so we're going to work on a sequence that does just that if you are a yoga practicer. But first we are going to begin with pranayama, which is breathing. We're going to be doing the Satali breath, which is a nice cooling breath. It's also a lot of fun. It could be a little silly. So it's very simple. You just stick out your tongue and you round it out like a hot dog. And if that is something that your tongue just can't seem to do or you're having difficulty with, it's okay. You can just make your lips like a circle, like you're sucking on a straw like this, and you'll get the same effect. So your choice, yogi's choice. So taking either of those positions, you're going to take a nice big inhale in that position, and then you're going to close your mouth, hold it for a moment, and then exhale out the nose. And then repeating that just a couple of times, and that'll help cool down the body. So let's do that together. Take a nice inhale, closing the mouth, holding the breath, exhale out the nose. Inhale, hold, exhale out the nose. Continuing to do this at your own pace with your own breath, feeling that coolness, that cool oxygen entering your body, slowing your systems down, slowing the nervous system down, finding that nice relaxation, some peacefulness. Continuing through those motions. And we're going to go through one more time together. And now we're going to continue on to the short yoga sequence for Pittas. So we are going to start on our backs, making our way onto our mat. We're going to keep our knees pulled into our chest, giving them a nice, gentle hug. And to warm up our spine a bit, let's extend our arms out in a T. Take a nice big inhale. Now we're going to exhale, lowering our knees over to the left, keeping your shoulder on the ground. Our knees don't have to go to the ground because we're going to inhale them back up to center. And then exhale the knees over to the right. And inhale to center, exhaling to the left, keeping this movement going. We're going to do it about 6 times. We want to making sure our shoulders remain on our mats, keeping that alignment. This warms up our spine and also works out our core a little bit. Making these movements with our breath. Following your own breath, so going as slow as you'd like, taking your time. So that's what we're here to do. One more on either side. And then inhaling back up to center. Hugging your knees, wrapping your arms either around the front of your knees or the back of your thighs. We're going to just gently rock ourselves up until our feet can touch the mat. If this is not doable today for you, you can just find your way into a forward fold position, because that's where we're going towards. So once your feet hit the mat, extending your legs into a forward fold. As long as you find yourself in this position, however way, that's perfect.
So we're going to feel the heavy weight in our feet. And then letting the weight in our upper torso as well fall over. Our knees can have a slight bend in them. Giving into gravity, letting it do its job. Our feet are rooted in the ground. And we're just let gravity do its work. Stretching out the spine. Inhale, halfway lift, so our core is engaged. Our torso is parallel to our mat. Our heart is extending forward. Exhale, forward fold. Then we're going to gently bending our knees, rolling up like a rag doll, up to a standing position. Going slowly. I invite you to take your time with this. No need to rush. Moving slower in spots that feel easier, that gets a deeper stretch. Finds new places that need to be opened up. And as you get higher, your shoulders will fall into place as we continue the slow motion up our neck until our head is just floating above our spine. Okay, now we're going to do some fun little movements here. Have our feet planted. We're just going to start with moving our hips in a circle. So just going, bringing it around town for those that have watched SpongeBob. Moving the hips, feet are planted. We're just opening up, changing directions. And then we're going to add a little bit more fun, a little bit more mindfulness to this. We're going to start to circle our arms as well. So that can be out like this, trying to maintain that focus and that fluidity of the hips. It can be moving it out in front of you or just to the side. But trying to take that time to slow down, focus the intention of your movements. And let this be kind of a free flow. What does your body feel like it needs? Where does it need deeper stretching into? We're going to continue to do this for 5 breaths. Really playing around. It's like an imaginary hula hoop. And then we're going to release. Just relax, standing still. Bending a little bit in our knees. And we're just going to let our arms swing however they fall, and trying to let them sway and move without control or tension. So you can like bring them up, then just release and let them flop around. Letting go of that control. Play around with it. Maybe lift arms back and then just release it. Or maybe it's opposite arms. Go in different ways. Maybe shaking your body a little bit. Do a little twist so your arms get a little bit more movement. And then coming back to stillness. We're going to go into our triangle pose now. So our right foot's going to be pointed to the edge of our mat, to the short end. Placing our left foot behind us. It could be at a 90 degree or slightly pointed towards the front. Hips are long ways. Arms are out like a T. Let's reach forward towards that right foot. And then exhale, lowering that arm down. In our triangle pose. We want our heart to be opening outwards and upwards. And it helps to kind of think of your hips pushing forward. I like to imagine 2 glass planes on the front and back of my body, kind of pushing me into alignment. gives you a deeper stretch in the side. Staying here, slowing down for a couple of breaths. And coming out of it, we're going to lower the arm, bend that front right knee, and lift our torso up. And we're going to switch legs, so bringing the right foot lengthways of the mat, turn that left foot out, checking that alignment of the hips, arms in a T, reaching to the left, and exhale, lower. This creates a length in that left side body, so we're giving it some space even though we're bending. And checking in with this alignment as well. Feeling both feet planted. They're both working. Breathing through the tightness. A couple more breaths, just slowing down. This is all you have to do in this moment, is breathe. And let's bend that left knee. Inhaling, reaching that torso up. We're going to turn that left foot in so our legs are facing the longer side of our mat. We're just going to go into a forward fold, bending our knees and leading with the heart down towards the ground as far as you can go. You can place your hands on the mat. Just a nice stretch in our hamstrings, a release in the spine. Shaking your neck, yes and no. Releasing the shoulders. And here you can start to play around. You can grab opposite elbows and sway side to side. Taking your time, making each movement mindful and with purpose. You can inhale, halfway lift, bringing that torso parallel to the ground. And exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Just working with where you're at, playing, moving. You can move side to side. The most important part is that you're breathing and you're just taking your time, which sometimes fights against the Pitta mindset. But it's a very good way to balance out and find that balance in your life. And then coming back to center, we're going to heel toe our feet in, just bringing them in slowly. Bring our heels together, then our toes together until our feet are hip width distance apart. We're going to bend our knees, inhale our arms up to a chair pose, finding that engagement. And exhale, forward fold. And that was the Pitta yoga sequence. You can continue to do this multiple times to get a longer flow, cooling down the body, slowing it down a little bit more. But that's the first round. You can continue to repeat that sequence just to cool down whenever you need to take a moment to pause. If your mind and body are in overdrive, this is a great practice to just slow down but still get the benefits of yoga. So thanks for watching, and namaste.